This episode started out where the last one left off is with Raikou and Seimei talking to each other, and Seimei trying to stop Raikou from leaving her, but he eventually does. And once Raikou leaves her, he walks towards the Omyoju, not the Omyoji, which is Raikou's grandfather, and him and Raikou start talking because Raikou wants him to remove the seal off of his ring like he did last time, but he said, I can't do that because your emotions get in the way of you actually being a very good Maikai Knight and you being able to control your power. So if I remove this seal, you won't be able to control your power, and then you will die, and then you will go on a rampage, and you might be turned into a horror, and then you'll be a golden armor lion that is a horror. So I can't do that. So Raikou, being frustrated, was about to walk away. Then Kentucky ran up to him, and I think his name is Yorinobu. I think Yorinobu ran up to him too, and they was talking to Raikou like, "Hey, come on, man, you need to talk to Seimei and stuff." And Seimei's grandfather was telling Raikou how Seimei was having, she has the seal on his ring for him. And she constantly was having a seal on his ring, constantly having to expel some of her spiritual energy in order to seal up his ring. I didn't know that. I thought she just sealed it one time like Naruto, like how you seal something one time and then that's it. Like after the war, they sealed it one time. They sealed all the Edo Tensei ninja one time, and then that was it. They ain't have to like expend more chakra or something like that. They just sealed them. So I thought it was like that, but apparently not. Apparently the entire time Seimei has been having that seal on his ring, she's been expending her spiritual energy. So even though it's a little bit of spiritual energy, that's over years, man. Like, I think they found Raikou, Kentucky and Seimei found Raikou when they was freaking like, I think Raikou was about 10 years old, something like that. Like, I know he was a youngin'. Like, and now he's like in his like mid-20s or so. I would say he's in his mid-20s or so. So that's a span of 14 or so years. How many other years and stuff? And freaking like Seimei was expending her spiritual energy, but now she didn't have no more spiritual energy. But what her freaking grandfather was telling her, that she didn't have that much spiritual energy left. She was actually using her own life force in order to seal this away to help Yotel. So he was like, dang. Now he going through this whole turmoil and stuff. God, man, I think I might have been too hard on Seimei and stuff. While all of this is happening, Ashia Domen, the first guy, his name is Doma Hashiri or something like that, and the old man, and he was coming over to Seimei, is like, can't you feel the darkness? Isn't the darkness growing within you? Why don't you let the darkness in? The darkness can grow within you. But the whole time this is happening, freaking Ashia Domen, the one with all the cuts on his face, is around Seimei and trying to push her towards the edge of darkness and stuff. What I was telling y'all how he do with everybody. And then freaking some horrors show up over there where Raikou and Kentucky and them at. Now horrors show up out of the limbs they had sliced off. They had sliced off of that freaking monster that was in the sky and stuff. So now they surrounded by horrors, trying to fight these horrors, and the whole entire episode was just basically Seimei going through emotional turmoil, and Raikou going through emotional turmoil. Them trying to become Seimei trying to defeat her inner darkness by her conquering her fears and her knowing that Raikou has her back and believing in that, and Raikou trusting in Seimei and finding out that Seimei actually loves him, and trusting in that they can become one, and both of them can fight on equal terms and become like this instead of like this or like this. But and then once they found that out, Raikou actually got the seal off. He actually got in control of his emotions, and he got the seal off of his ring, which was freaking good because now he's conquered he's conquered his power and he knows how to control it and use it to the best of his ability. Then once he did that, he defeated the horrors that was around them like that. He did some type of ring move to where he slashed like this, but it was a circle around them that just took out the remaining horrors. And while this was happening, while he did that, I told y'all last review I did, Yasusuke was in jail because the minister of the left had put him in jail for not wanting to help them out and stuff. So the minister of the left, he ran somewhere and he was trying to hide away, but then the horror that was on the OG was in there, and then once they found him out, he turned into like this freaking, at first I thought he was like a sort of a fly looking thing, but he actually was a butterfly. He was like a horror looking butterfly, and then he went up against Seimei, and then you know Seimei is really scared of butterflies for some reason. I think that's a phobia of hers and stuff. But she eventually conquered it at the end of this episode because she had to help out, because when the dude turned into a butterfly, he attacked the minister of the left, but he didn't do nothing to him because the guys got him out of there. So he started going around and like putting this red mist on everybody that was running around, and they turned into like some black dust, and then he sucked them up or something. I think he killed them and then sucked their spiritual energy up in order for him to get stronger. Because once he did get stronger, he went over to Seimei, and Seimei tried to beat him, but Ashiadomen was over there, dude, with cuts on his face. And he was like, Seimei, you know you can't beat him in that state you in right now. First of all, you losing your life energy towards Raikou and that seal, and you gotta fight this strong ass dude and then try to hold off all of the horrors that's around. So what are you gonna do? Seimei over there fighting him. Then one of the dudes that was with the minister of the left told him, hey, I'll be back. He went to Yasusuke and let him out of jail because he said, Yasusuke, we need you. So Yasusuke ran over to Seimei and stuff, and then they was freaking they was fighting that bug thing, but it still wasn't enough. But that is it when Yasusuke was getting beat up and Seimei couldn't do anything. It felt like Seimei was about to die. Freaking Raikou had came over there with his complete natural form. He looked a little bit different, like he got a little bit more armor on him. He has like patches of white and stuff in his armor. His armor looks just a tad bit different, but the shape and how it's built is still the same way. So Raikou went over there, they had destroyed it, defeated it and stuff. It really was good. The thing that I really like about this episode is that they showed that you could go through emotional struggles and stuff throughout this episode and still come out on top, which was in a real personal way that made sense. Like, that's what I really like about this episode too, man. And did I even mention the whole time been reviewing this, like, I really love the animation for what it is. Now, I really would prefer that it be hand-drawn the entire time, but for what they wanted to do, for how they wanted to showcase the silver Maikai Knight armor and the golden Maikai Knight armor, I'm with them going towards the CG route in making that armor CG, and then everybody else be hand-drawn, and now all the other stuff be hand-drawn with a little bit of CG every now and again, but mostly it's hand-drawn with just the Maikai Knights and like maybe some couple of barriers or something will probably be CG or whatever, and horrors. But other than that, man, freaking good episode. I get episode of 9. Like, I really loved this episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Seeing Seimei and Raikou going through what they go through. Seeing some progression with Ashiadomen and with everybody else. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot about him. He tried, because Seimei almost went to the dark side. Right before Raikou conquered his power, she almost went to the dark side. And she almost gave up her soul to Ashiadomen because he was about to become a gate to darkness towards her. She was about to become a darkness vessel so he can enter her body and become a dark horror and stuff. But at the end of this episode, not the end of this episode, right after he was about to do that, his master had came to where him and Seimei was, and then punched him or something like that, or got him off of Seimei, and then they went somewhere else. And he had said, "Fool, don't you know if you was about to make yourself a gate towards darkness, you would have never came back?" And he was like, "I don't care. My darkness is so dark that I don't care if I would have never came back," and stuff and junk like that, man. But freaking really good episode, man. Like, I really, really just enjoyed it, like, for real. But I still want to know why Kentucky is a kid. Like, what is Kentucky? And I still want to know what that dog-looking girl is. Like, the girl that's like, she's supposed to be some type of like goddess or spirit or something, that's dressed up like a dog with royal clothes on or something like that. That they went to in the beginning episodes, but they haven't been to previously. Like around episode 10, they haven't been back to her. So I really want to know who she is, what's that all about, man. But let me know what you think of this episode in the comments and stuff. And let me know what you think of my review of Joe, what you like, man. Hope you enjoyed this review and the episode, man. If you haven't seen the episode, go watch it, man. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. But I'm Danny Awesome. You're awesome. Stay awesome. I love your faces. Peace. One love. I'm out.